A mission in Mordona. Ah, Mana, welcome back. Are you by chance here to see Krau? I'm given to understand she has a task for which she desires your assistance. Then I shall fetch her at once. Pray wait a moment. We are going to see the 12. Hello. Mana, my thanks for coming. If you're now available, I'd like you and Raha to assist me in the task I had mentioned. For you to call on Mana, I assume the task in question is somewhat more exciting than sorting through paperwork, which I am pleased to add I have finished. So if Mana is ready, then so am I. Our venture to the bounty has only served to whet my appetite for fieldwork. Not to oversell things, but I suspect you won't be disappointed. Ere I divulge the details, however, permit me to provide some background. As you know, our organization, the Students of Baldessian, was founded by my grandfather, Galuf. Our stated mission was to uncover the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpret her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. We've since learned the whole truth, and it might be said we fulfilled our mission, but our work is far from over. In the course of our endeavors, we've also sought to devise countermeasures against threats that come to light. Our involvement with the Warring Triad is an example of such. 'Tis my belief that, in continuing to seek out the unknown and dealing with threats, we best carry on the students' mission. We best honor grandfather and his comrades, who made the ultimate sacrifice to protect the world. Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. In saying all this, I simply wanted to clarify our organization's purpose for a new age. In line with said purpose, I've been reviewing new requests, and one in particular jumped out at me. It comes from none other than Rambros, of the Sons of St. Koinek. Truly? Has something happened in Mordona, then? So it would seem, and he wishes to entrust the matter to us. While his missive is sparse on details, he writes that it lies beyond the Sun's expertise. Uncharted territory are the exact words he used. I'd like you to meet with Rambros and conduct a preliminary survey. What say you? Wonderful. When you are ready, pray make your way to Revenant's Toll. I shall let Rambros know to receive you there. I must remain here to oversee our operations, but should it transpire that more hands are needed, don't hesitate to send word. Kryle, come adventure with us. Well, there's no time like the present. If you could go on ahead to Revenant's Toll, I shall make ready and be on my way. Wow, we're going back to the place we first met. This is gonna be so romantic. There you are, Mana. 'Twould seem we're early. My apologies for the wait. Rambros, what a pleasure to see you again. How have you been? The pleasure's all mine, my friend. I have been well, and it gladdens me to see that you are too. Now, I know you have many demands upon your time, so I shall explain the particulars of our request at once. Recently, an explorer came to us who claimed to have discovered the Phantom Realm. An explorer, you say? Is he perhaps a wanderer? The Phantom Realm? So this is what you meant by uncharted territory. You're not familiar, perhaps unsurprising, given it's a lesser-known legend. The legend holds that across Eorzea, there exists a realm that appears as a mirage. Though visible from a distance, it fades away as one draws near. While it has featured in myth since ancient times, the realm's existence cannot be proven, and thus it is seldom mentioned in literature. In spite of this, fueled by rumors of the occasional sighting, the myth has persisted and continues to capture the hearts and minds of explorers. that you yourself should reach out to us. Is it real then? When first the explorer and wanderer in question approached us, we doubted him. But we couldn't doubt the evidence of our senses. Nay, the realm is real, as you will soon see for yourselves. Good gods. A part of me still struggles to believe it, but we have no reason to doubt you. Suffice it to say, we are eager to see the realm too. Whatever truth awaits, I pray you will succeed in finding it. Seek out the explorer, wanderer, one quote-unquote Deryk. He has seen more of the realm than us, like a wanderer, and should be willing to serve as your guide. I asked him to accompany here, but he preferred to continue exploring on his own. Like a wanderer. He will be somewhere near the banks of Silvertear Lake, I expect. Understood. Our thanks, Rambros. Deryk? Deryk? Okay, Deryk. I should probably explain myself. So, based on promotional material, I know who this character we're about to meet is because they have screenshots of him on the promotional website for 6.1. But I should probably explain very briefly, because I don't want to go too long about this. This Alliance raid is about the 12. Every person in this game has a patron deity that they select when they make a character, and a lot of people probably don't remember who theirs are. As for me, I started playing this game in 2.0, that was 8 years ago. I didn't know very much about the 12 when I picked my patron deity, but the patron deity I chose was Ocean. Ocean the Wanderer. And, I didn't know very much about him 8 years ago, but let me tell you something. These last few days, I have sure learned a lot about the 12. Anyway, there is speculation, a theory that I am absolutely on board on, that this character we're about to meet, this quote-unquote Deryk, is actually Ocean in his disguise, like the god Ocean the Wanderer. My god. So let's go meet this Deryk. Let's go meet this suspicious man, Deryk the Traveler. I mean Wanderer. Anyway, come let us split up and look for our explorer. I mean Wanderer. I should probably have explained all that while I was moving to the location. I want to meet him. I want to meet the mysterious man who is probably my god, Ocean the Wanderer. Ocean, where are you? I want to meet him. I want to meet him right now. The explorer doesn't appear to be in the area. Thanks. Oh. You see smell Opo, but it couldn't possibly be the explorer. Or could it? Ooh. Show me Deryk. His name is Deryk. Just in case you were entertaining the thought, Mana, that Opo isn't our explorer. I have the man in question here with me. Here he comes. Deryk. Hi, Deryk. I am Deryk, the one who discovered the Phantom Realm. My apologies for making you search for me. I'm sure you discovered it. I'm sure you don't live there. Curious about this creature, are you? I found him injured during one of my journeys and tended to him. Since then he has taken to following me around. He's inquisitive, but otherwise harmless, so pray pay him no mind. You are the hero who delivered our star from doom, are you not? What good fortune that one as capable of you should lend her aid. Oh, you know about me? You've heard about me? To be clear, our organization has yet to accept the commission. Before we can make a decision, we would conduct a preliminary survey. Will you guide us to the Phantom Realm? Of course. I will show you to the entrance at once. Oh my god, my boyfriend's talking to my god. The gate to a realm long dreamed of by explorers. Or you could say wanderers. Let's go. Watch him just turn out to be a regular guy and I'm making a complete ass of myself. No, that has to be Ashan. That's absolutely him. What the? Well, there he goes. Impressive, isn't it? When the gate manifested, so too did this magic, allowing one to thus walk upon water. Did you do this, Ashan? This is just like Ryanje's spell. Someone conceived the means to do this at will. An intriguing individual. Ashan, you don't want to meet that guy. It's perfectly safe, I assure you. Come. And he goes, whoop. If he pulls out a bow during this raid, I'm gonna scream. Come on, Graha, let's go. It's okay. It's just water. By the 12, you can surely walk here. What magic is this? By what means is it perpetuated? Forgive me. Let us continue on. To the Shadow Realm, or whatever it was called. To Ashan's place with his 11 friends. This is the Phantom Realm? Graha? New date spot. Ooh. You think I don't recognize those 12 stones on the arch there? I think, Ashan, that you opened the portal to this realm to specifically bring us in here. The Omphalos. The Omphalos. To think that the entrance would lie over Silvertear Lake. This is the lake that, the 12, asked Midgard Solmer to protect, right? The lake that, Nimia cried. There is nothing out of the ordinary with the environment. The sights, the sounds, the smells, all appear as they should be in nature. That is to say, this place is no illusion. This music is getting me. I bid you welcome to the navel of the Phantom Realm, the Omphalos. Well, is it what you were expecting? Ook ook. I went to heaven with Graha. The Omphalos, you say this place is called? A name of my own conception, I confess. I felt we needed something to call it by, lest you wonder. The word means navel in an ancient tongue, an allusion to Mordona's location near the heart of Aldenard. As you can see, there are man-made structures, and the place appears well kept, yet there isn't a single soul in evidence. 'Tis my hope that you will help me to shed light upon this realm, to learn who created it and to what end. I should also like to know why it has revealed itself now. Was it simply chance that kept it hidden, or something more? I think Deryk here decided to show it to us for fun. In any case, let us begin by taking a look around. Deryk. This is where the 12 live. Show some respect. He is standing right next to Ashan. Are you seeing this? Hello? Pray don't mind me. Take a look around at your leisure. This is his stone. This one right here. This one is Ashan. See? Ashan the Wanderer. This is his stone, and he's standing in front of it. I'm on to you, man. I'm on to you. This looks like an aetheryte crystal. A stone monument has been erected here, by whose hand you cannot say, but the motifs wrought into it, space, appear familiar. Yeah, it's the 12. Let me see if I remember all their names. Starting from Byregot, Rhalgr, Azeyma, Nald'thal, Nafika, Althic, Halone, Menfina, Thaliak, Nimia, Limian, and Ashan. That's you! I've been doing my homework. The Opo seems quite at home, wouldn't you say? How many times has Deryk come here, I wonder? Probably a lot, because he lives here. A number of structures such as this can be seen in the area. What purpose could they possibly serve? The architecture is unlike anything else seen in Eorzea. Truly exquisite stuff. God, it's so pretty here. In the distance, you see what appears to be the Crystal Tower. Oh, you're right! Though the clouds make it difficult to be sure, it would seem that you are in the sky above Silvertear Lake. No such isle could be seen from the outside, however. You're right! Wow. Fascinating stuff. So they've just been hanging out above Silvertear Lake this entire time? I mean, Nimia, like, cried Silvertear Lake, and she's, like, the mom and grandmom of, like, half of these guys, so I guess they are just hanging out at Grandma's place. Tell me more, Deryk. You were literally in front of Ashan's stone! Finished looking around, have you? What are your impressions? We have only a cursory glance, but this is truly a mysterious place. The gleaming spire rising beyond the clouds, that is most certainly the Crystal Tower. And judging by its aspect, we are a considerable distance above Silvertear Lake, which would suggest that the gate we entered is a teleporter. However, if this isle lies where it appears to lie, then it couldn't have escaped the Battle of Silvertear Skies unscathed, which is to say we are in Mordona, and yet we are not. 'Tis as if we are displaced from our world, if only slightly. Displaced is an apt way to put it. Was there aught else you noticed? I noticed you keep hanging out in front of Ashan's stone. Aye, the motifs upon yonder structure, they are unmistakably the marks of the 12. By which I posit that this was created to be a place of worship. But by whom? I cannot think of any who could have possibly built such grand premises, never mind magically conceal it. At least, not in the wake of the Battle of Silver-Tier Skies. Aye, this is a mysterious place indeed. Magically concealed. In like manner, perhaps the ruins of Amdapor in the Twelves would. The city, I understand, reappeared when the 7th Umbral Calamity weakened the elementals. Let's go! I want to go to the raid! Well, it seems there is but one solution for our ignorance, a thorough investigation. For this, we will require more manpower and supplies, among other things. With your permission, we will confer with our representative, Krile, and make the necessary arrangements for a formal investigation. No, I want to stay here and do the raid! Graha, don't leave! What do you think, Ashan? If that is what must be done to commence your work in earnest, then by all means. Okay, he wants us to go. Fine. Without further ado, then let us return to Sharlayan. Hold, mortals. That's Byregot and Rhalgr, the aspect of lightning. And Azeyma and Nald'thal, the aspect of fire. There they are, Byregot and Rhalgr, and Azeyma and Nald'thal. If you open up the wind one, there'll only be one little orb in there because Ashan's right here. You profane the sacred realm with your very presence and must answer for your irreverence. I wonder if they know that's Ashan. Byregot. Oh, he talks. I am Byregot, the Builder. Byregot? Then the 12 are real. Let there be no doubt. We are not simulacra, born of mortal faith. That's Rhalgr, and Nald'thal and Azeyma. Nay, we 12 are divinities true. And in Hydaelyn's absence, we are the star's rightful rulers, its will. Closely have we watched mankind, and we have determined that you, champion of Hydaelyn, pose a threat to our ascension. Rhalgr, you were foolish to wander into our realm. We could destroy you with ease here and now, but as divinities, we must demonstrate grace and forbearance. Oh, you want to destroy us, Rhalgr the Destroyer? And there's Nald'thal. This is but one path. We must weigh this mortal's worth. Here. Let there be a trial. While the mortal would invariably be destroyed, it would at least provide us with a diversion. What? You suddenly appear and expect us to simply comply with your whims? Protest if you wish, but mortal logic means naught to gods. You will abide by our laws. Lo, the gateway to our sanctum lies open. I hope they don't know. Okay. I hope that man is Ashan. I hope the 12 don't know that's Ashan. I hope this is a funny little prank that Ashan set in motion. Show us the strength of mankind. Show us the honor of mankind. Show us the spirit of mankind. If man would remain the master of his own destiny, then assemble your comrades and come and prove your worthiness. Let's go. Oh, is Ashan embarrassed by their performance? 7 hells. During my previous forays, nothing like this ever happened. I encountered not a single soul, and certainly not gods. It's because you are one. And by their own admissions, they mean to take over the star. What are we to do? This is a test. They're just testing us. Relax, Ashan. I know you're trying to rile us up. He's like saying this with a smile. The situation has indeed taken an unexpected turn, but we must try to think clearly. The 12 have long been revered and worshipped in Eorzea, and myths about them abound. But to my knowledge, they have never thus appeared so openly before people. For these beings to suddenly reveal themselves just when we're here, claim supremacy over the star, and challenge Mana to a trial. Too much about this feels odd, and it gives me pause. Fair enough, yet as it stands, it seems we can't dismiss the threat either. Just play my funny game that I've set up. I worked really hard on it. Challenge accepted. Dependable as ever, my friend. In any event, if these beings seek dominion over the star, as they say, what happens here may have far-reaching implications. To that end, I believe we should take action. Suffice it to say, you are with me? Hell yeah. Absolutely. Let's go. And then the students of Baldassian will officially tend to the situation. Aye, in the course of studying the star's mysteries, we have undertaken to deal with any threats that may arise. This is no different. Let's go, Deryk. Pull your bow out. Let's go, 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 let's go. Deryk. If that's your real name. To think that we would encounter the 12. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. To think we would encounter the 12. He's so nonchalant about this. He's trying so hard to pretend he's not one of the 12. Alright, let us deliberate a course of action. Deryk, know you aught of these beings' sanctums? Aye, they are domains in the Phantom Realm that lie beyond each gate. I've explored them all. Perhaps due to the etheric instability, there are times when one can enter when one ordinarily cannot. But 'twould seem the way has been opened for us. While I encountered no gods during my previous forays, I saw enough to know my way around. I am but a humble explorer, and cannot contend with gods, but if you would be willing to protect me, I will serve as your guide. Assemble your comrades, Byregot bade us. As strong as I know you are, we know little and less about our foes, neither their strength nor their true nature. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to face them by ourselves. Let's summon 23 other people. Nay, we must choose an approach that affords us the best chance at victory. To that end, this time I shall work behind the scenes. While you set forth to answer the gods' challenge, I will do what I can in my capacity as a student. For one, it would behoove us to arm ourselves with knowledge about the 12, and I shall begin by apprising Krile on the situation. By thus utilizing our resources to the fullest, we shall overcome whatever trials await. Hell yeah. Okay, bye, Graha. One of these days, you're gonna explore an alliance raid with us. You almost did with the Crystal Tower, but then you didn't. One of these days, Graha. Aglaia is now accessible. Let's go. I'm going in right now, right now, right now. Right now, right now, right now. Aglaia. Instant Q! If you are ready to set forth, then so am I. Hold on, let me turn on my, chat hiding image. Let's go. Instant Q! Hey. The domain aspected to lightning. Byregot is here, I shouldn't doubt. The mechanical spire head could have been plucked straight out of legend. I'm gonna stay with Deryk.
You are resolved to face me.
Oh, his voice acting. Voice acting! Byregot.
Come, children of man.
Okay. Rude, sir.
Behold the virtuosity of the builder.
You little punk!
Searing light, strike my foe.
Here. Here, you guys. That's fast!
Bend the knee. To me, O Mamma Divine.
I'm smart. I'm not smart on this one. Fuck? Here. Oh, this is so fun.
If you would halt our ascension, then press on.
Turn those voices up. Oh, they are up. Okay. Where Alliance B. Oh, that was good. I only get one piece of gear a week. I'll have to check these out. What does this look like? It's dyeable? Oh, you shouldn't have. But I'll look at this later. I only get one a week, so I have to choose wisely.
The builder has been made to yield.
Hi, Rhalgr.
Intriguing. Then the destroyer shall take your measure. After you have provided my servant with some sport.
Oh, ads. So the gods have minions at their beck and call. We must proceed with care. Rhalgr isn't known as the god of destruction without reason. Steel yourself.
Ahead stands a statue I have fashioned for our contest.
Oh my god. People said they were tired of arenas being shaped like squares and circles, so we present you arenas shaped like a hand.
Come, show me the strength of mankind. Upon the ground you shall crawl. My authority is the destroyer. I will break you body and soul. Wandering star, descend and destroy.
Because you were born from a comet. The babysitter of the 12.
Keep a reverent distance.
Get away. Okay, so Rhalgr was born from a comet. When Nimia thought the gods were getting out of control, she created Rhalgr from a comet, and she told him, babysit these gods and keep them in check. So he became Rhalgr the Destroyer, also known as Rhalgr the Babysitter of the gods. This is him. He took Byregot and Halone under his tutelage, and they consider him as a father figure. So he was like Byregot's dad, and we just defeated Byregot. So he's like, so you beat my son. Well, now you have to beat me, the Comet Man. Oh, I get it. The fingers will keep us safe.
Come, show me the strength of mankind.
How were they able to tell
I will break you body and soul.
which one it is? Going over here. But how do they know? Is he doing a tell? I need to look at him.
Wandering star, descend and destroy.
Go this side this time.
Keep a reverent distance.
This finger, this finger. This finger. Oh, he's tethered to this one. Okay. I see it now. Thanks. What's happening?
Can you predict your own undoing?
is not good. This is not good. Get out of the middle. Get out of the middle. Ooh, 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 ooh. I should have gap closed. You're mean. You're mean, Rhalgr. You're mean.
Bask in my blinding resplendence.
Yes, okay. It's a prank. Rhalgr's pulling a prank on me. I don't appreciate that, Grandpa. I get it. I get your tricks. I'm gonna die. Or not. Okay. Whoops. This fight is cool.
Most impressive. Children of man.
Come, mortals. Enter my realm, if you dare.
another domain one aspected to fire. Then the voice that called to us. Well, it was Azeyma. That mortals should set foot in our divine realm. Come, we shall see if you are fit to remain. The minions are no match for you, 'twould seem. A divinity awaits us beyond. Have care. Hi! Hi, Azeyma!
You will be scoured by the light of the sun. Friends and family in fire woven. Leave naught uncleansed. Is it just a mirage? Or something more?
Uh-oh. Very smart.
Explosive!
You are beautiful, ma'am. Oof. Ooh.
I'm quite warm to you.
Aw. Oh, shit. She's having fun.
Let there be fire.
I don't know what's happening.
Raging flames dance upon the wind.
Oh, I don't think I want to be in those quadrants. Or maybe I do want to be in those quadrants. Okay, noted.
None can escape the inferno. This will burn. just a mirage? Or something more?
I love you. I love you. Wait, there's another one. Son of a bitch.
Dance upon the wind.
I love you. And now Nald'thal. There's a city up ahead. Could people be there? It's Nald'thal's realm. And here he is, Nald'thal, the traitors, the twins.
I am Nald, keeper of the realm of the living.
I am Thal, keeper of the realm of the dead. Prepare to be judged, children of man.
Oh my gosh. That is a really cool take. Like I wasn't sure.
Weather my trial.
Oh, that's proximity. No, wait, no, that's burst. It's burst.
We have only just begun.
I'm burning. It's burst. That is a really cool take. I wasn't sure what I was expecting. The twins. That's a really cool take.
Still you defy our divine authority. Very well. Let us proceed to your judgment. We, the traders, shall weigh your soul.
What does this mean? Are these people? Yo! These are people in the rain. I want to be an ad.
Preserve the balance.
Y'all. Y'all.
The moment of judgment is come.
Is it a wipe? Ah, you bastards! Oh my god, he weighed our souls and it was too heavy.
Preserve the balance. The moment of judgment is come. Well done. You are deserving of reward. Show us the we shall bring our all to bear.
This isn't as bad as it could have been. I thought we needed perfect balance. So we were fine. That was kind of a mean mechanic.
Burns tenacity of sight.
We're doing purple. We're doing red. Purples are okay. I like this.
You have been found worthy. Not bad. It's not gonna win me the minion, but it's not horrible. No, I didn't get it. But I will get this Nald card. Maybe. Oh, it's all Nald. Oops, all Nald. That was fun. No, I really liked that. Some funky mechanics. But really good. What do the gods have to say to me? Graha's back and Kral's here! You're safe, thank goodness! I rushed here as soon as I heard the tidings from Raha. Is this true? Beings claiming to be the 12 have appeared. You defeated them all? Incredible! I had no doubt that you would succeed, but I'm no less impressed for it. Seldom have I felt such exhilaration. To think that the day would come that we would put on an act for men. I must say, Byregot, you played the villain's role to perfection. Proud of you, son. Come now, master. I merely did what was necessary to compel the mortals to confront us. Still, it pained me to speak to our beloved children so unkindly. So say you, Azeyma. Yet you seemed happy enough to fight them. You did not forget the true purpose of the trial, I hope. Well, I couldn't help but be excited. And do not tell me you felt differently. Consider yourselves fortunate, children. 'Tis rare indeed to see Nald'thal in such high spirits. What in the world is happening? Didn't you say you had defeated them? Did they manage to flee? Or perhaps were resummoned? They're literally the 12, relax. Put up your weapons, you have naught to fear from us. Rest assured, we are not summoned beings. We do not drain the land of ether, nor do we take men into our thrall. We just love our children so much. But what of the gods who were summoned during the calamity? The ones Master Louis Sois called forth to protect the realm.
That was not us, but a primal born of your fervent prayers for salvation. Oh, that's interesting. Indeed, that the worst of the calamity was averted and the realm restored in its aftermath was a direct testament to the power of your hopes. Why choose to appear before us now? Just as men harbor hopes, so too do we gods. To realize our aspirations, 'tis essential that we do battle with you, and thus did I falsely claim that we sought to rule the world. 'Twas deceitful conduct unworthy of a divinity, and I must apologize, not only for that, but for using my power to do harm besides. I'm a builder, not a destroyer. These hopes of yours, won't you tell us what they are? We cannot. If you wish to know the truth, you must discover it for yourselves. 'Tis not easy to move forward when there is seemingly no destination, but if you press on, you will eventually arrive to the answers you seek. Aye, you will understand why we hold our peace, and far more besides. You will learn the very truth of our existence. Go forth, mortals, and seek knowledge of us, and when the time is right, we shall meet again in this place. What did you think of that, Deryk? Kinda strange that the 12 were deceiving us, don't you think? Wouldn't it be weird if they weren't the only person deceiving us, Deryk? If that's your real name. When I first explored the Phantom Realm, it appeared to be unoccupied, to think that it was the home of the gods. Sure, Deryk. We have met and exchanged words with the 12. When I pause to think, I can scarce believe it. As if hearing about your battling the 12 weren't shocking enough to have them appear before my very eyes. Suffice it to say, it's been an interesting day. While much about them remains shrouded in mystery, at least they seem open to reason. If considering our next step, I should very much like to hear your detailed account of them. Right after I have a word with our client, that is. Please give me a moment to introduce myself, and then we can review the situation. Greetings. I'm Kryle of the Students of Baldessian. Do I have the pleasure of addressing Deryk, the explorer, wanderer, who sought aid in investigating this place? Aye, I am Deryk, and this here is a baby Opo. Yes, I can see that. Doesn't it have a name? What's its name? What's its name? None that I know of, nor would I presume to bestow it one, for that would be condescending. I see. That's very considerate of you. You talk weird, Deryk. So I understand you explore the various Phantom Realms with Deryk. Will you recount to me the experience? So while the gods tested you sorely, you did not sense any malicious intent. As Byregot said, they wish to do battle with us, but 'twould seem they do not necessarily wish to cause us harm. Though much and more about this perplexes, mayhaps 'tis safe to assume they are not primals. As you may recall, Living Way was told us that the act of summoning as taught by the Ascians incorporates the fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Thus do the resultant primals seek to enthrall worshippers, who in turn seek to grow their ranks. But these beings appear to harbor no such desire. If they are primals, then they are unlike those that have been summoned in recent memory. We might suppose that they were created in antiquity in a like manner to Hydaelyn, but there is no way to prove it. Who could they possibly be? And why do they desire battle with man? Oh, it's you again, Emmett. Even of your little Eorzea, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance. Emmett Silk did say that, didn't he? By which you may assume he knew the truth, and challenged you to seek it out too. Suffice it to say, you'll do so, of course. Are we gonna get that flashback every time we do something Emmett suggested? Insofar we can ascertain, this is a matter which has implications for the entire star. In light of this, the students of Baldessian formally accept the commission. We will investigate the Phantom Realm and the beings who call themselves the 12. I am pleased to hear that. Thank you. Without further ado, then, I will look around. There are a few things I'm curious about. Then with your permission, I will take myself around Eorzea and investigate the worship of those gods we encountered. Mana, Deryk, if that's your real name, seeing as you've already seen this place, would you care to accompany me? By all means, in which case... Could you stay here with Kral, my friend? It wouldn't do to leave a fair maiden alone. Yeah, you like girls, don't you, Ashan? I shall be glad for the company. Take care then, and good luck. So we're just gonna go around and do our homework on the 12. I'll tell you about the 12. There's Byregot the Builder. He builds things. He is the disciple of Rhalgr the Destroyer. Shall we ask Rahatia about his plan? Oh, you'd know exactly what I want, my patron deity Ashan the Wanderer. So to explain my plan, 'tis believed that the 12 were already worshipped during the 3rd Astral Era when the Allegan Empire flourished. Come the 5th Astral Era, those nations that fought in the War of the Magi each took one of the 12 as a guardian deity. This practice has continued to the present day in Eorzea, with some notable regional differences. For instance, Ishgardians hold Halone as absolute, while Sharlayans enjoy a moderate relationship with Thaliak. By visiting various locations in Eorzea and learning about the 12 as they are worshipped, I hope to identify any similarities or differences between them and the beings we encountered. In so doing, I believe we will draw closer to the truth of their identities. For our first destination, I propose we take ourselves to Rhalgr's Reach. The place is holy ground for worshippers of the Destroyer and promises to yield useful details. Shared his observations with me, keeping you combined accounts in mind. I shall see what else I can learn here. Boop. To Rhalgr's Reach I go. Hi Rhalgr. I'm gonna have nightmares about that hand. There you are, Mana. This place served as the base of operations for your investigation into Omega, did it not? How delightful to be here together. Aww. What's Omega? Ashan asks. If you don't mind my making an observation, it seems you enjoy traveling with company. I do. It's something I had dreamed of for a long time. There is nothing like traveling with good friends. Oh, is that so? You wouldn't understand, Ashan. You turned down Limlane because you like to wander. What of yourself? Do you normally travel alone? In my wanderings, I much prefer to have solitude. He said it. Not that I avoid people or communities, mind you. As a matter of fact, I've been here before, on the trail of the Phantom Realm. Now that I think on it, more often than not, those places where Phantom Realm sightings are known to occur have a tradition of 12 worship. Then I dare to hope that we are on the right track. As I'm sure you know, Rhalgr's Reach is home to the Temple of the Fist, the ancient headquarters of the Fist of Rhalgr. Raised by the Mad King Theodoric, the temple they abandoned before the Alamegan resistance claimed it for its operations. While I doubt that much literature has survived over the years, the people here may possess some knowledge of the local faith. So let us split up and make inquiries, and reconvene here afterwards to share findings. That's a great idea. I'll Sean go wander around and get some info. You read the words inscribed on the monument. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hells open, heavens weep, for no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. Once upon a time, Lys explained to you their meaning, that we must prepare ourselves for the strife and sorrow that will inevitably come. Learned anything thus far? Oh, if it isn't Mana, is this man perchance a friend of yours? Yeah, he just kind of wandered into my life. When last he visited, he shared with me tales he heard on his journeys. And what amazing tales they were. If you had time, I'd love to hear both of your stories. Alas, we are in some haste. We're investigating the worship of Rhalgr and seek literature on the subject, religious texts and the like. Can any still be found here? Just about all of it is gone, sadly, destroyed by the Empire, if not the Mad King before that. But we haven't lost everything. The mighty image of the Destroyer, the tales we share at the campfire, like the legend of our nation's founding. We still have these things, and they were a source of great comfort and strength to us in our darkest moments. I see. If you don't mind, I would be obliged to hear your stories this time. Mana, rest assured, I have this will in hand. Feel free to carry on as you were. Yes, if you have business, please make it quick. I'm due to meet with someone any moment now. Forgive me my delay. Why, if it isn't the adventurer who kindly escorted me to the Temple of the Fist? Are you studying monks too, perchance? If so, you ought to work together with me and my colleague here. Few things are finer than joining heads with like-minded folk. Researching the worship of the Destroyer, you say? Why didn't you mention it sooner? This is a copy of Destructivity, a scripture of the Fist of Rhalgr. The original is one of the few texts that survived the temple's razing, and was recovered by a monk named Wittergelt. I went to the trouble of having this made for my colleague, only for her to say she doesn't need it, so I will offer it to you instead. Lest you forget, this is your passion, not mine. I'm simply assisting you as a favor, and I'd thank you not to put us in danger. But danger is the crucible in which the monk tempers body and mind. So sublime, monks. Well, we had best return to our work. Till next time, adventurer. Mana, what were you able to learn? A copy of one of the scriptures, you say? A moment while I skim over it. I see. This chapter appears to be a record of the construction of the great image of Rhalgr, written in a style that suggests folklore was committed to parchment. When the deluge of the Sixth Umbral Calamity threatened Eorzea, the ancestors of the Alamegans were guided to safety by a comet. Believing that it was sent by Rhalgr, they came to hold him in the highest. This much of the tale I had been familiar with. But according to the scripture, among those refugees who followed the comet, some claim to have caught sight of Rhalgr himself. Their accounts are passed down through the centuries, and worshippers of the Destroyer pieced them together to give shape of yonder statue. I must say, it bears more than a passing resemblance to the being we encountered. Were that Rhalgr a primal, the explanation for the similarities would be simple. That is, the statue gives rise to a unified interpretation of Rhalgr's appearance, which in turn lends form to the primal. However, this fails to account for what inspired the likeliness in the first place. If the scripture is to be believed, it was the sightings during the Sixth Umbral Calamity. Yet for those witnesses to be able to recognize Rhalgr, they would have needed to and agreed upon an idea of his appearance beforehand. If we then consider the history of 12 worship, that it already existed in the Third Astral Era, it would not be ridiculous to think that these divinities existed even prior to that. So the question is, did these beings give rise to their respective faiths, or are they primals born of them? Wouldn't you like to know, Ashan? I thought we made... Oh, Rhalgr doesn't like us gossiping about him. I thought we made it clear we are not summoned beings. Oh, Byregot's here too. They're just gonna be here in Rhalgr's speech? Oh. Since time immemorial, our domains have lain scattered across Eorzea. As a matter of fact, one of those in which you set foot is nearby. 'Tis not unusual for mortals to glimpse us. That voice, could they be? Indeed, I am Byregot, and the hawk beside me is Rhalgr. I shall elaborate upon my master's explanation. We thus disguise ourselves when we wish to observe the world without, for being seen in our true forms would violate our laws of conduct. Yet, though we similarly disguise our sanctums, veiling them in illusion, rents are known to manifest when the surrounding ether is unstable. At such a time, should a gifted mortal chance to be near, they may inadvertently catch sight of us. Of course! During an umbral calamity, etheric imbalances occur on a star-wide scale, the ideal condition for seeing the phantom realm. Precisely how many times we have been seen, we ourselves have no way of knowing, but that is a sound assumption to make. Well, Byregot, I believe that shall suffice by way of an apology for our deception, shall we? Indeed, that is all we are at liberty to reveal. Fare you well, children of man. I love them. Oh, my chat hiding image is still up. Oops. Wait. Is Ashan Deryk? Or is Ashan the Oppo? Or is Ashan both Deryk and the Oppo? Aside from their reticence when it concerns their identity and objective, these divinities are certainly approachable. Well, it's because they love their children. If what they said was true and their worship can be tracked back to their sightings, it would serve to explain one thing. According to my research, in the field of comparative mythology, Rhalgr is often observed to bear many similarities with Ramu. Yeah, let's talk about that. Assuming both were inspired by the Rhalgr of the Phantom Realm, their divergence may be attributed to the differences in culture between man and sylph. So you believe that they gave rise to the prevailing faiths of Eorzea? Given available evidence, yes, I am inclined to. Yet none of this explains their presence. How and when did beings of such power come into existence? Oh, 'tis you, Krile. Has something happened? Truly? Very well, I shall take care of it. Krile has recruited an acquaintance to aid in our investigation, an authority on mythology. I must go and receive her at the sunken temple of Karn, where she is currently conducting fieldwork, after a brief detour to prepare a little something. Conveniently, Thanalan is home to countless adherents of Nald'thal. While I tend to business, may I ask the two of you to make inquiries in Ul'dah? Very well. Excellent. I will join you as soon as I am able. By your leave. And that's my cat boy. Off he goes. There goes my cat boy. Watch him as he goes. Come on, Deryk. So, it's just to be you and me in Ul'dah. Just me and this girl who worships me. A little awkward. Oh, I suppose it can't be helped. What strange manners for the one who proposed this... what strange manners for the one who proposed the survey to so promptly abandon it. I'll not lie. I am not given to working one-on-one with another, but I suppose I agreed to this arrangement. Well, we had best be on our way. As I recall, Milvaneth's Sicarium is still closed for construction, so let us try our luck at Arzaneth Ossuary. You have no objection to traveling separately, I trust? Good. I shall see you in Ul'dah. Okay, bye. There goes my patron deity. Watch him as he goes. Deryk. My patron deity. Ah, you're here. Of the Deryk twins Nald'thal, here they worship Thal, who keeps the realm of the dead and weighs the worth of men's souls. In contrast, Nald keeps the world of the living and oversees their financial fortunes. Their names are borne by many a location and religious organizations. Some extremely wealthy and powerful exist to nurture faith in them. On the surface, it may seem strange that a hub of commerce such as Ul'dah could be home to such spiritual people, but it is actually quite logical when one considers that their religion, in essence, is commerce. In any event, Nald'thal is a truly unusual divinity. What was originally held to be one god came to be worshipped as twins. You made them! Indeed, rather than two distinct entities, that which we encountered was a single being possessed of two personalities. You made him? You're his dad, kinda. Did I mishear? Did he just say they encountered Nald'thal? And while his appearance differs somewhat to the divinities worshipped, it cannot be denied that there are striking similarities in their nature. Perhaps we should avoid talking about that here. Sean, you're a little bit of a dummy. Forgive me, this is hardly the place for such a conversation. Let us continue this elsewhere.
My patron deity is kind of dumb. What do? It was careless of me to openly speak of our encounter with a divinity within a place where he is worshipped. Hereon, I shall exercise greater caution. I thank you for alerting me to my indiscretion and ask that you keep it between us. Yeah, you're not really used to the, ways of the mortals, are ya? Now then, to finish our conversation, as I mentioned, though the Nald'thal as worshipped by men appears somewhat different, there are undeniable similarities in their nature. I believe we may report this much to Graha'tia. With that, our work here is done. Rather than waiting for our companion to arrive, perhaps we might seek him out at the sunken temple. He mentioned needing to make a detour. Were we to set out now, we ought to be able to catch up to him. After all, we hardly know one another. Rather than loiter with an unfamiliar person, 'tis better to use our time productively, wouldn't you agree? He feels awkward. He's like meeting this girl who like worships him and he doesn't know how to talk to her. Then let us head to the sunken temple of Karn at once. This girl calls him her patron deity, and he's like, oh, that's kind of awkward. I'm just some guy. And he doesn't know how to talk to her. So he's like, is this how mortal talks? Hello, I am, looks at writing on hand, Deryk. How do you do, mortal? I mean, here. How do you do? Mana Scarlet. My name is Deryk, the explorer. I don't know who Ashan is. Have you seen my Oppo? Uh-oh. Are you alright? If you hear me, please say something. Ugh. You're here, thank goodness. I found this woman collapsed, though I can see no obvious injuries. By her attire, she appears to be some manner of scholar. Water. Food. In my bag, please. I see. Mana, may I trouble you to find her bag? I will stand lookout in the meantime. Alright, don't wander off now. Where's Graha? Examine the bag, you find a skin with a little water left, but there appears to be no provender. For now, you decide to take the water to the woman. Not enough food. I need food. I have not saved dried meat. Tough as leather. Do you have anything easier to consume? Do I? I have fish. I have so much fish in my pockets. They're falling out. Do you want fish, ma'am? Oh, here's my boyfriend. What do you have? Mana, Deryk, what are you doing here? Actually, that can wait. Steady, Snoegeim. I've brought you Archon loaf and coffee, made sweet and creamy, just as you like it. Don't use that nasty splat sound ever again. Anyway, you saved her life, Graha, thank you. Ah, I am reborn, washed down with the sweet beverage. The life-giving nutrients of Archon loaf permeate my being from head to toe. Thank you, kind stranger. However you knew my preferred source of sustenance, you are truly a godsend. Oh, it's you, Raha. What brings you here? I don't recall mentioning my fieldwork. It's for my research into the Beladians' worship of Azeyma, you see. Haven't you heard from Kral? The students are presently investigating the 12, and we would prevail upon your expertise. May I introduce Snoegeim, expert mythologist. She's a collaborator of the students, and like many a Sharlayan scholar, is passionate about her endeavors to the point of forgetting to eat. Seeing as she has recovered, may I ask the two of you to tell her about the Phantom Realm? Okay, so Deryk took us to his house, and like his roommates weren't very happy about it, except actually they were because they wanted us there. But it was kind of weird, so we fought him a little bit, and there was this big hand, and I got pushed off. The 12 abide in the Phantom Realm, and you exchange not only words with them, but blows besides. Incredible! And your description of the domains, a thunderous tower in one and a sweltering city in another, are precisely as the heavens of lightning and fire are depicted in legend. In ancient times, a worshipper of the 12 believed that there existed 7 heavens and 7 hells. Aetherology has since established that departed souls return to the ethereal sea. But it seems those afterlife domains were more than just inventions of mortal imagination. As a pursuer of myths, I must say it feels somewhat anticlimactic to suddenly have these revelations given to me. But more than that, I'm dying to know more, which is to say, please allow me to join your investigation. We would of course welcome your presence without further ado. Then let us head to the Omphalos. Kral awaits us there. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome, Snoegeim. I'm glad you could join us. Kral, how delightful to see you again. I understand you've been doing a fine job leading the students. But may I say what a lovely place this is? At a glance, this appears to be the highest of the heavens of legend, the 7th heaven. And ooh, if those aren't the symbols representing the other heavens. I take it those are their respective gateways. I should like to pay them a visit. For Snoegeim's benefit, let us review what we have learned thus far, and thence deliberate the next step. The gods reappeared us before in Rhalgr Reach. Though they were disguised as unassuming creatures, their laws forbid them from showing their true forms outside their realm. Yet in the event of the ambient ether becomes unstable, such as during an umbral calamity, it is possible for the realm, and indeed the gods themselves, to be glimpsed by mortals. And such sightings, we believe, have given rise to the various faiths practiced throughout Eorzea. As we confirmed in Nald'thal, the Nald'thal, worshipped by people, and the Nald'thal we encountered here, have more similarities than they do differences. In the course of exploring the Omphalos, 2 things caught my attention. The first is the gate which lies in the innermost area. If each of the other 6 gates leads to an elementally aspected heaven, and we stand in the 7th heaven as Snoegeim says. What then lies beyond the last gate? The second is this monument. It harbors some manner of magic, unlike anything I've seen before. I will endeavor to decipher it, but it will take time. Divinities that have existed since time immemorial, who abide in domains resembling the heavens of legend. Why have they chosen to reveal themselves to mortals seeking battle? Unless they favor us with more of their secrets, it would seem this monument holds the key to solving this mystery. It's not like Hydaelyn died recently or anything. Indeed, much more and yet lies beyond our understanding, but we'll keep chasing the truth together. It's not like Hydaelyn died recently and they want to test us to make sure that we are capable of taking care of ourselves in this new era. As I'm sure you'll agree though, this is tiring work both mentally and physically. We need to pace ourselves. To which end, I suggest we return to Revenant's Toll and have a rest before we embark on the next stage of our investigation. with our new friend Deryk, who is a normal guy. Hello, fellow mortals. My name is Deryk. I'm just a pretty cool guy. Could that other gate lead to the 7 hells? That would be scary. I want that food. We're eating food with my patron deity. So rarely do I get to simply chat with colleagues. I had fairly forgotten what it felt like. Indeed, and it's quite fitting that we should be doing so here at the 7th heaven. Ayo! Fitting? That's an understatement if I've ever heard one. The 7th and highest of the heavens, which rules over the remaining 6, was right here in Mordona all this time. This isn't fitting, my friends. It's destiny. You are obviously well versed in the myths surrounding the heavens and hells. If you don't mind, I should like to hear your thoughts on them. That woman is me this last week. This is what I've been doing. Invested as they are in their research, it doesn't take much to stoke their passions. My apologies if it makes you uncomfortable. They're talking about you, Ashan. Ah. Having always traveled alone, I'm admittedly not too familiar with such a lively atmosphere, but I do not mislike it. Ah, my patron deity, he's smiling. By the way, the two of you arrived at the sunken temple rather quickly. Did something happen? Well, as pleasant as this has been, it's past time we return to the Annex. The paperwork for this commission isn't going to complete itself, alas. Then I shall take myself to the Omphalos. There's so much there that I'd like to see. And I believe I will go for a walk nearby. It's getting a little warm in here. You need to go wander, don't ya? Alright, do take care now. See you later, Deryk. Oh, Mana, it's pleasant, isn't it? The smells and sounds of a tavern, it makes one feel alive. And afterwards, stepping outside alone and breathing the cool air, I like that just as much. While we await developments, I shall remain here in Revenant's Toll. If there are any tidings, rest assured I will share them with you. Thank you for your help thus far. I doubt so much could have been accomplished without you. As I mentioned, I shall remain here in Revenant's Toll while we await developments. If there are any tidings, rest assured, I will let you know. Well... that was my patron deity, everybody. That's part 1 of the Alliance raid. We'll see more in like 8 months. But for now, I'm just gonna chill next to my beloved patron deity, Ashan the Wanderer. Okay, bye!